to understand the fundamentals of Spring Boot programming. What, guys? The fundamentals of Spring Boot programming, nothing else, right? So, need of Spring Boot. Spring Boot is equal to Spring plus plus. Spring Boot framework is equal to Spring framework plus plus. Are you getting my point there or not? So this is my Spring framework surrounded with what? Spring Boot framework. Surrounded with what framework, guys? Spring. Okay, that's good. Great. Yeah, first of all, let's try to understand what is a framework, guys. Framework is a built-in software. Framework is a special software that is built on the top of what? One or more technologies, having ability to generate common logics dynamically and lets the programmer to develop only application specific logics na boss. Super, guys. And in Java total, how many things are there to learn? Java language, Java technology, Java frame. Technologies are what? Raw materials of the programming, like rice granules and wheat granule. Languages. Technologies are semi-finished products, rice flour and wheat flour. And frameworks are what? Fully finished product. Almost everything is there and you have to provide the final touch. Everyone getting my point there, guys. While developing application using the framework, programmer should take care of what? Application specific business logic because the remaining logics will be generated by framework dynamically. The remaining logics will be generated by the framework dynamically. Are you getting my point there or not? This is my Spring framework and this is surrounded with the Spring Boot framework or not there? Spring Boot framework is superset of what? Spring framework. Okay. In technology based application, the programmer should try take care of both common logics and application specific logics, na my dear. In framework based application development, the common logics will be generated dynamically so that programmer should take care of only what? Application specific logic. So burden on the programmer will be reduced or will be increased, boss. Definitely the burden on the programmer will be reduced. No doubt in that, right? Yeah, Spring Framework and Spring Boot Framework. Spring Framework provides abstraction on Java JWT technologies and avoids what? Boilerplate code problem related to technology. Spring Boot framework provides abstraction on Spring framework and avoids what? Spring related boilerplate code problem. What is that? Spring related boilerplate code problem. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super. Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML configurations plus auto configure. Okay, we understood. In from the Spring application, remove the XML configuration. This is already done in 100% code-driven programming only, right? Minus XML configuration means avoid XML. In can't but situation, minimize XML. Either avoid or minimize. Okay. Plus auto configuration. This is the extra feature which is not there in Spring. What is auto configuration? Auto means automatic. Configuration means some settings will happen automatically. Listen, guys, based on the jar files that we have added to the project class path, certain predefined classes automatically become spring beans. Certain injections takes place automatically. Certain database softwares will come as embedded database software. No need of installing databases separately. Certain servers will come as what? Embedded servers. Certain connections will happen automatically. Come on. Certain jar files, dependent relevant jar files will be added automatically. Certain plugins will be added automatically. You need not to tell everything, do this kind of thing. You added this jar file, now I'm sensing it is going to be web application. Let me give all basic things required for web application now. Okay, you added this jar file, now I'm sensing you are going to talk with what? SQL database software. Let me give everything that is related to what? SQL database software connectivity. Come on, guys. Interesting or not there? That means nothing but self-intelligent. Self-intelligent. It has got opinionated defaults. What do you mean by opinionated defaults? Based on the jars that are added to the project build path, it comes to an understanding. This fellow is going to do these things. For these things, these are the minimum things that are required. Let us not suffer the programmer to create them manually. Let us bring them automatically. Let us bring them automatically through auto configuration. Say something, my dear. Got the clarity or not there? Convinced with me or not there? Is it not an interesting aspect, guys? Come on. Is it not an interesting aspect, my dear? Come on, guys. Super. Okay. Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML configurations plus auto configuration. Look at auto configuration, guys. Based on the jar files added to the class path of the project, the Spring Boot perform lot of common operations dynamically. Check it out. What are those? Making certain predefined classes as what? Spring Bean. Inject certain Spring Beans with what? Certain other Spring Beans. Injection also take care. Gives in-memory database software. We don't create, it comes along with the project. No need of installing databases separately. Establishing connection with the databases. Gives the servers as what? Embedded server. Take care of what? Adding more relevant and dependent jar files to class path. Okay, on the based on the based on the main jar files that are added. Come on, guys. So many things it is happening are not there. Okay. Spring Boot framework is self-intelligent. That means it does many common operation on its own automatically to simplify the process of application development are not there. To literally solidly simplify the process of application development, it does many operations on its own are not there. Sorry, what? Already Spring is simplifying our life, right? Spring Boot says, I will simplify your life more and more. What a fantastic idea, guys. So far, you are creating container manually in Spring Boot, it will be created automatically. How? Wait. How we will discuss? For how another few days time is there? Yes or no? Na? In this hero introduction itself, what happens in the climax means I am helpless, right? You are watching mystery movie, you have to spend time to enjoy the mystery, right? Okay. See, earlier, if you want to talk to database, you have to install Oracle manually, MySQL man. Here not required. Along with the application, only database comes. If you want to develop and deploy the web application, we need a server kind of Tomcat. Not required. Application itself gives Tomcat server. So it makes your development process very, very simplified one or not. Not that one, boss. Okay. Based on the jars that are used, compulsory required Java classes automatically become Spring Bean. So you need not to worry about making those classes as Spring Bean by using at the rate bean methods. And certain bean objects are injected to certain other bean object. You need not to worry about adding at the rate auto void annotation. So that means what? Already Spring is giving so many benefits, and Spring Boot is taking those benefits to next level or not there. Spring framework is like a good worker or employee. It does everything, but you have to instruct everything. It's not like that is a bad framework. It's a good, but everything you have to tell. It is not having self-intelligence. But Spring Boot framework is like what? Intelligent employee, self-intelligent. Does most of the common operations automatic. Does most of the common operations automatically. In Java domain, we can use what? Three platforms to develop the project. Java language, Java technologies, Java frame. I think we already discussed all this stuff, guys. If we develop PROS1, nothing but supermarket using Java language, we need to write how many lines of code? 10. Same project using advanced Java technology, 5,000 lines of code or not. Same project using Spring Framework, 4,000 lines of code or not. Same project using Spring Boot, just 1,500 lines of code you have to write. Where is 10,000? Where is 1,500? 80-90% is taken care by what? Framework itself or not? So it's because of auto configuration, number of lines are drastically reduced or not? Using Spring Boot framework, we can develop standalone applications, web application, distributed application, microservice architecture application. Star star. Spring Boot is known for these applications. Spring Boot is known for these applications. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on. Okay, guys. Yeah, let's try to understand standalone application. The application that are specific to one computer and allows only one user at a time to operate the application is called standalone application or not. Calculator application, class with main method, all these are standalone applications or not. See guys, nothing is there. Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML configuration plus auto. Entire magic is there in that auto config. With that, I officially introduced what Spring Boot. So Spring Boot is not a separate framework, it's an extension framework of Spring. That's the reason we spent so many days on Spring framework because most of the interview questions are from Spring Boot core and Spring Boot Spring core. Right? Okay. Yeah, I think few people attended some interview. They started asking MVC, REST. Yes. See, that's why I clearly said when you complete core module, write only core module in the resume. If you write Spring, I know Spring Boot, they will ask questions from every module. That's why I categorically said when you complete certain module, write only that module in the resume. Don't write every module in the resume. Convinced or not, guys? Fine, guys. Okay. Yeah, next one, guys. Web applications are websites. Already we discussed. It's a client server application where client is a browser, server is a software application. Interacting with each other are not there. Client is a browser, server is a software application. Interacting with each other are not there. So can I call it as browser to nareshit.com web application, browser to flipkart.com web application, browser to gmail.com web application, guys? Super. Mission 1, mission 2. Okay, inside that, flipkart.com website is there. But flipkart.com is a web application. So it will get requests 24 by 7 from different places. So to manage and execute web application and its web component continuously, we need a special automation software called web server software or not. Generally, Tomcat is popular web server software or not there. See guys, browser gives request to website. Request is processed inside the webcloud.com and response is generated. Response is generated or not there. Super guys. Now let's see. Standalone application is here I have explained what is the need of web server to run the web applications or distributed application. We have our own theory recollect. Standalone specification application is specific to computer, will be operated by how many users at a time? Will be operated by how many users at a time? One user at a time. Are you getting my point? Will be operated by how many users at a time, guys? One user at a time. Convinced with me or not? But when it comes to web application and distributed application, it is having one user or lots of users. It will get one request at a time or lots of requests. This request will come one by one or simultaneously. This request will come in less counter. There is a chance of getting in huge counter. There's a chance of getting in huge count. So manual execution of web application and web components, distributed application, distributed component is going to work out, guys. Then we have to keep so many requests in the queue manner, right? Max, you can recruit 100 employees to execute the components manually. But if 1 lakh requests come simultaneously, think about Flipkart.com, think about Amazon.com, big million in sales days, prime days. Come on, huge number of requests may be there or not there. So keeping that in mind, it's always automation is required or not. Who listens to request continuously, takes the request, links to appropriate programs of the web application, executes the web component, gathers the result, and sends those results to what? Browser software. Yes or no, na, guys? We definitely need that software or not there. Okay, guys. The web application or website will be operated by lots of end users by sending simultaneous requests 24 by 7. For this, the manual execution of web application and its web components is not possible. That means we need to use special software that automates what? Execution of web application and its web component. That software is nothing but what? Web server software. Nothing but what? Web server software. Web server is piece of software that automates what? Web application and its web component execution. It listens to client requests continuously, takes the request, maps the request with web component, executes the web component, and delivers the generated results to browser as the response. Tomcat, WebLogic, Jetty, Undertow, Wildfly, Glassfish. Application server is equal to web server plus plus or not there. Super, guys. Okay, this is web server software surrounded by application server or not there. Okay. To automate the execution of small and medium scale application, we take the support of web server. If it is large scale applications, distributed application, we take the support of application server or not there. Examples for web servers are what? Tomcat, Jetty, all this stuff, right? And examples for application servers are what? Glassfish, Wildfly, WebLogic, many options are there or not? Yeah, tell me guys, what is there? Tomcat, Jetty, Wildfly, what is there? And etc. So Wildfly is application server. Okay. Under Tau, what is there? Under. Yes, I think you understood, guys. I think generally we have taken one small example also. You decided to grow two, three chicken birds in front of your house, right? Two, three, na, you can take care of their needs manually or not. But with that experience, you decided to start poultry farm. 2,000 birds you decided to grow. That means manually is going to work out. No. You definitely need to what, guys? Definitely you need to go for what? Automation support or not? Same thing here. Standalone application is operated by how many users at a time? How many users at a time? How many users at a time? One user at a time. Specific to how many computers? Manual start, manual stop is enough now, boss. Web application, distributed application is specific to one user or lakhs of users. They get one by one request simultaneously. Keeping that in mind, it's better to go for what? Automation support or not there. That's why we need the support of what? Web servers and application server. I think you got the clarity on web application. Super. Yeah. Next one, what we got, guys? Distributed application or remoting application. Distributed application or remoting application. Okay, just a minute, guys. Okay. Yeah, already we discussed about this application, guys. The application whose services can be accessed locally or remotely. What, guys? From different types of other applications is called as what? Distributed application. Phone Pay server application. Yeah, BSC, Bombay Stock Exchange application, National Stock Exchange application. All these are basically what, guys? Distributed applications are not there. Tell me, the services of Bombay Stock Exchange can be operated from sharecon.com, which is a website, can be operated from, okay, Zero, the mobile application. Yes or no, na, guys? Okay. Sometimes they have given some tabs also to do trading kind of thing. So tabs kind of thing. So like this from desktop computer also we can access it and we can manipulate it. So the services of Bombay Stock Exchange application, we are operating from one kind of application or different kinds of. So services are specific to one client or lots of clients are. Okay, sir. Web application is also like na. In web application, browser is fixed client. No other clients are allowed. For distributed application, clients are also other software applications, right, guys? So browser to software application interaction means web application. Application to application interaction means what? Application to application interaction means what? Distributed application. What do you say, guys? Come on. Super. The application that allows different types of client application, either locally or remotely, to connect and consume services in B2B model, business to business model is called distributed application. UPA payments application, Phone Pay, Google Pay, and etc. Payment gateway application, Visa, Master, Mastrio. Payment broker application, Roger Pay, Nemo Pay, all this. ICC, International Cricket Council application, guys, for scoring purpose, boss. BSC, Bombay Stock Exchange application. NSC, National Stock Exchange application, right? We can consume the services of phone pay application from different types of client application like mobile, desktop, web, IoT, embedded system, other distributed applications, and etc. Come on, guys, check it out. This is Mission 10. Their phone pay application is there as a distributed application or not there, and that is connected by from one mobile application. Or phone pay services can be used from mobile application, website, desktop application for bank employees, swiping machine, Alexa device. Through Alexa also nowadays phone pay payments can be done, guys. OTT application, which is a Netflix kind of application, guys. Come on. Different types of client applications are able to connect and able to use the services of phone pay are not there. And that itself acting as a client to another bank application are not there. Everywhere, if you observe, it's application to application interaction are not there. So bank application is one distributed application. Phone Pay is one distributed application. This Phone Pay is having one type of clients or different types of client. I think you got the clear cut difference between website and distributed application, guys. In web application, client is browser. In distributed application, client is other application. Got it? Okay. Only web application is there. Only distributed application is there. If you mix both, that is called enterprise application or not. Or it's not compulsory web plus web, distributed application. It can be mobile application plus distributed application. Combination of two application is technically called as what? Enterprise application. Browser talking to flipkart.com website. Flipkart.com talking to phone pay distributed application. Phone pay talking to bank application distributed up. Browser talking to Amazon.in distributed web application. Amazon talking to PayPal, Roser Pay, a payment broker, guys. Distributed application. Roger Pay talking to Visa Master Mastrio. Distributed application. Visa Master Mastrio talking to bank application. Distributed application. Are you getting my point there or not there? E-commerce application, credit or debit card payment. We do credit or debit card payment or not there? Super. Payment broker application acts as what? Bridge between e-commerce applications and payment gateway applications. Payroll, Razor Pay, and etc. Guys, come on. Payment gateway application provide what? Worldwide infrastructure to operate the credit cards and debit cards. Visa, Master, all these are what? Payment gateways, guys. Enterprise application is combination of what, guys? Web application and distributed application. Web application client is browser. These are B2C application, business to customer, right? Distributed application client is what? Another software application. These are B2B applications. Are you getting my point there or not? A distributed application can have different types of clients like mobile application, web application, desktop application, another distributed application, IoT application, embedded system application, and what, etc. Embedded system application and what, etc. Is that clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Yeah. What is the difference between web application and distributed application? What is the difference between web application and distributed application? One side web application, one side what? Distributed. That's good, great. It is always a B2C application because browser is the customer, guys, right? It is B2B application, business to business. Allows only browser as what? Client. We cannot take other than browser as what? Client. Allows different types of client applications like what? Mobile application, web application, desktop application, embedded system application, IoT, and other distributed application are not there. This is browser to software application interaction are not there. Just assume flipkart.com whenever I'm explaining about web application. Whenever I'm explaining about distributed application, keep phone pay application. Phone pay server application is there, na? Just keep that in mind. This is application to application interaction are not there. Represents two-tier applications as a thin client fat server application. Client is less wide and server is bigger one. Are browser talking to flipkart.com. Browser side no logics will be there. All logics will be there. Again raining. Okay. Browser side no problem. In rainy season rains only will have. Okay na? And see, if you feel like that, what about Odisha people? You will get rains only here. They get the cyclones every year. Aisa no na guys. Odisha is a cursed state, right? It's not Odisha. It's Orissa or Odisha. I think recently it's renamed to Odisha, right? Yeah, it's Odisha. It's not Orissa. Fine, whatever it is. So what about those people? What about Meghalaya people? What about Cherrapunji people? Because 365 days rain will come. And I recently visited, last year I visited Singapore. In a day, 1 hour other time rain will come and go. What about those people? We are lucky. At least a certain part of India, rainy season means rains only will come. Summer only sunny will be there. But there are some places in country, some countries, every day rain will happen. Why it comes, why it goes, they also don't know. All of a sudden sunny day, half an hour rain will happen. Again sunny day, again what rain day. And if you look at any Singaporean or any tourist in Singapore, they carry umbrella like their mobile phone. They carry umbrella like what? Mobile phone. They're mentally prepared to see rain every day almost. Fine. Okay. Represent two-tier application as what? Thin client. Browser is lightweight, website is heavyweight. That's why it's a thin client fat server application or not. This is fat client fat server application or not there. Runs on request response model, guys. Okay. Runs on services invocation model. We call the business method, either through method calls or through what? Request response model. Are you getting my point? We can use Servlet JSP technologies to develop Java based web applications. What applications? We can use RMI EZB technologies to develop what? Java based distributed applications are not there. We can use Struts JSF Spring MVC, Spring Boot MVC framework to develop Java based web applications are not there. We can use web service frameworks like JAX Doublet, JAX RS, Apache CFX, Apache Axis, Spring REST, etc. Okay, are the frameworks to develop Java-based distributed applications are not there. Though these many are there, Spring Boot REST is the best are not there. Though these many frameworks are there, Spring Boot MVC is the best are not there. Example, guys, Flipkart.com, Amazon.in, NareshIT. PhonePe, Google Pay, Paytm, ICC, BSC, Visa, Master, and etc. Like this, we have a lot of options are there or not there. These are front-end application because they get direct requests from end users. Because they get direct requests from end user. These are back-end application because they get what? Direct requests from, indirect requests from end user through front-end application. Yes, na boss. Browser gives request to website. We feel we are operating website, right? While visiting flipkart.com, we feel we are operating flipkart.com nicely, right, boss? Say something, my dear. We definitely feel that we are operating what? Flipkart.com nicely. No second thought in that, right? So when it comes to what, guys? Distributed application. We don't operate them directly, they are operated indirect. We give credit card to Flipkart and Flipkart passes to PayPal. PayPal passes to what? Visa. Visa passes to bank application. See, we think that we are working with Flipkart only, right? So that means they are back end, na? They are not there in front end. They are always there in the background or not. Since I revealed the architecture, since I revealed the flow, you are able to interlink, guys. Otherwise, what you will say? I submitted credit card to Flipkart and Flipkart payment is done, right? I submitted what? My phone number to phone pay application, payment is done. But we really, they are not in the front end. We think always back end. The one that is visible and operated by end user is called front end. The one that is part of the project but not operated by end user directly, but it is indirectly operated by end user through front end application is called back end or not there. Technically solidly called as back end or not there. You take a movie making, boss. Hero, heroine, this artist, they are like what? Puppets. They are front end people, right? But whatever we are seeing, that is not their hard work. They are just puppet. Director says sit, they will sit. Director says in this scene you have to dance means they will dance. Aisa no na. So the step composed by choreographer. The the set means the environment created by art director. That thought is given by director. Okay. The dialogue is given by dialogue writer. Aisa no boss. And that look has given by what? Stylish. And they look nice in the screen because of what? Makeup. HTML with CSS. Aisa no na, guys. Their role is nothing except carrying all others' work. But they are the front end people. because we watch a movie, involve in movie, and we go follow story. We involve in the story because of actors acting only, right? But lot of background people are there or not there. Every department person is 24 crafts are there in filmmaking. In every department, one director will be there, and all directors will work on under what? Main director. All these are back end people are not there. What you see, what you operate is front end. What you cannot see, but it's a part of the process is called back end. Yes or no, na, guys? So web applications are front end. Through browser, we all website. We are operating Flipkart.com various options, right? But when credit card is given, we think that Flipkart only doing that, but actually it is passing to some backend applications are not. Generally, those backend applications are distributed application. Why? Because they are not designed only for Flipkart. Like this, so many application wants to use those services. That's why they are separately developed so that they can be used by what? Lots of e-commerce application or other applications, right, boss? So web applications are front-end application, distributed applications are back-end up. Convinced or not, my dear? Got the clarity or not, my dear? What is next, guys? Microservice architecture application. I'm just trying to explain what Spring Boot is capable of and why Spring Boot is great in developing these applications. That is what we are going to discuss. Website development, auto configuration simplifies your life, na? Standalone application, auto configuration simplifies your life, na, boss? So many classes automatically beans, so many injections are automatic, some connections are automatic. Come on. Some jars are automatic, some database are automatic, some servers are automatic. Okay, definitely lot of burden is removed from the programmer or not there. Lot of boilerplate code of configuration is removed or not there. Technology wise, some boilerplate code is there. To solve that one, framework is there, Spring framework. In Spring framework also, writing same thing, establishing connection manually, making predefined class as Spring Bean. Okay. Adding jar file, relevant jar file. This is also some duplication work only, right? Such work will be eliminated by whom, guys? Spring Boot framework. That means abstraction on abstraction. Abstraction on abstraction. Are you getting my point there, guys? Whatever applications we discussed so far, standalone web application, distributed application, will be developed as monolith architecture application. What does it mean? Monolith architecture means monolith. Huh? Okay. Monolith means project will have different services, different modules, but all of them will be integrated, packed into single jar or WAR file. All of them are integrated and packed into what? Single jar or WAR file. What do you say, guys? All of them are integrated and packed into what? Single jar or WAR file. Convinced with me, my dear? Got the clarity, my dear? Come on. Jar file, Java archive file, WAR file, web application. Monolith architecture, one and the same, which says develop different services as different modules of the project and pack them into what? Single unit, either as a jar file or WAR. Yes or no, Nagar? Jar file, Java archive file, WAR file, web application archive file. Everyone getting my point there or not there? See, guys, bank project, which is ICSA bank project, here different services are there as a different module. At the end, they are packed into one WAR file or not? At the end, they are packed into one WAR or jar file or not there? At the end, they are packed into one var jar file or not there. Super. Bank application dot jar or var. So multiple modules are packed into single var or jar file. I hope you convinced with me, guys. Got the clarity or not there, my dear? Everyone. Okay, what's the problem in monolith architecture, guys? We already discussed. It's not like that we have not discussed. Tell me, what's the problem with monolith architecture? If one service is down, other services also will not work, na? And all services and module must be developed using same language or technology or framework. That means if a project is having 200 services, time frame is very less. Come on, I have to recruit more programmer of same language or technology or framework or not. Though other language programmer, other framework programmers are sitting idle, I have to increase my Java strength or not there, guy. Suppose this project is developed in Python, though Java programmers are idle, I have to increase my Python strength or not there. Very, very problematic or not there. Number three, someone liked only locker service of my bank project. They want other services, they want to develop on their own. Can they take it separately from this project? No. Because it's like full meals kind of thing. When you order full meals, you eat or don't eat, that's up to you. They will supply all the items or not there. In their menu, 20 items are there. All 20 items they will give. Eating or not eating is your karma, right? Okay, maybe full meals means you people may not understand thali. Yes or no, guys? Okay. Yeah, buffet. Buffet is buffet only. Okay. So this is called bank application dot var jar file. That's the one problem that is there with this one or not there. Wants to use one or other service monolith. That is not possible. All are packed. The problem in what? One modular service may affect what? Other modular service because all the modules or services are integrated into what? Single. Packaged into single unit or var file or jar file. Come on. Moreover, all these services modules of the project must be developed using what? Same language or technology or framework. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on. Got the clarity or not there? Okay. To overcome this problem, take the support of microservice architecture in the development of the project, which says develop every service or module as separate project and make them interacting with each other by taking support of what? Third party tools and design pattern. Third party tools and design pattern. Convinced with me, my dear? Super. Here, 10 services, 10 projects. 20 services, 20. 30 services. Understood my statement, boss? How many services are there? Those many projects. Got it, guys? Later, they are integrated with the support of some third party tools and design pad. What's the advantage? It's like going to restaurant and ordering your choice item and eating them or not there. You like roti with curry, order and come out. Roti, curry, and you wanted some sambar rice, you take it and come out. Your choice, na boss. Nothing will be wasted, right? Or you have a unique desire of eating ice cream by pouring sambar on it. No, Tamilians eat like that. You know that? Tamilians, for them, everything goes with sambar only. You know, Google's CEO Sundar Pichai? Yes? Okay. He has got very sensitive teeth. So he cannot take coldness more. So what he will do, since he is from Tamil Nadu, he will add a little bit sambar on the ice cream. He will try to have it. अपना अपना टेस्ट है भाई ऐसा no na guys. If that is the case, why do some people adds aloo in every curry? चिकन में भी आलू रहता है. Aloo is another onion for them. And Maharashtra, other vegetables are there or not there. Onions must be there. Vada pav is a full day meal for them. Fine, whatever it is. I think when it comes to Telugu people, I know a lot of imli in every curry. Imli, everywhere imli is required, right? Fine, it's their culture, food culture. We cannot comment anyone, right? Hmm. I'm also change code without touching the source code. Fine, okay. So what are the advantages of microservice architecture? Check it out. Total 6 services, 6 projects are there or not there? Every project is having its own database or not there? And all these projects can have a common UI or not there? 1 minute. UI of the project. Common UI. Using this UI, I can use any microservice, right? Okay, at the end, all are integrated or not there? UI of the project. At the end, all these are integrated or not integrated? Definitely integrated. No second thought in that. Got it, guys? Super. Project 1, project 2, project 3, 4, 5, 6. And all of them are integrated or not there? Definitely integrated or not there? For this communication or interaction between microservices, we take the support of third-party tools like API Gateway, Eureka Server, and lots of design patterns. Okay, now tell me what is the advantage of this? If one service is done, only that service will not work. Other services will work or not. Problem number one solved. There are different projects can be there in different technologies, languages, framework. So I can use every technology programmer effectively in the development of microservice architecture. All main modules are main microservices, main projects. I develop using Java and supporting microservices projects will be there. And I can think about developing by using what? Other technologies. Simply I can think about developing using what? Other technology. Easy now, my dear. Possible or not possible, guys? Super, guys. Next. So many microservices, all this one. Okay. Suppose someone liked only one service, anyhow, that's a separate project. He can take use in his project or not. Make sure that he is also following microservice architecture. Then only it's possible, right? So whatever problems I said with what? Monolith architecture, all are solved with what? Microservice architecture. What do you say, my dear? Solid or not solid? Yeah, definitely solvable. This is what I want to try to say. Okay? Okay. When I use the word monolith architecture, purchasing the TV which says I will give built-in DTH, built-in Wi-Fi router, built-in home theater, built-in PlayStation. Built-in PlayStation. What's the problem with that? I did not like Wi-Fi router capacity. I want better Wi-Fi router. But you have to compromise and use it or not. Okay. One day, DTH is not working. For that one, I have to open entire TV box or not there. Because it is integrated inside the circuit of the TV. So tight coupling is coming or not there. In my house, no one is there to use PlayStation, but I have to pay money for that or not there. It becomes unused in the TV or not there. So this is not going to work out. Unnecessarily, you are paying more, using less. At the same time, maintenance issues also there. Instead of that, TV company will sell only TVs. Wi-Fi company, router company will send only Wi-Fi dealing companies. Yes, my dear. Airtel people or other people, Tata Sky people will say they'll send only what? DTH. We take the best router, we take best DTH, we take best PlayStation, we take best home theater and we connect it to TV or not there. Tomorrow you want to upgrade, you can upgrade. You want to downgrade, you can downgrade. Possibility is there or not there. So that comes under microservice architecture or not there. That's why all recent projects are taking place in what? Microservice. That's just gone monolith. Maybe in small projects they are using monolith architecture, guys. Everywhere it is the time of working with what? Microservice architecture. It's a real time to work with what? Microservice architecture. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Right. Yeah, all these are advantages, guys. Most of the new projects in real time are happening are moving toward microservice architecture. Microservices is equal to what? Web services plus plus. Microservices is equal to what? Web services plus plus. Okay, guys, this is very important point that I want to explain. Listen carefully. What is the most important? Why Spring Boot is super good for microservice architecture development? First of all, tell me in microservice architecture, one project, a lot of projects, right? Every project is having its own database. Every project has to establish connection. Every project has to make some classes as Spring Beans. Every project needs embedded database, embedded servers. Instead of doing these things in every project manually, if I use Spring Boot, in every project, all these things will come through auto configuration, na boss. That means boilerplate code across the multiple projects of microservice architecture just eliminated just like that by using Spring Boot or not. Come on, guys. That's why Spring Boot is the most perfect framework to develop microservice architecture project. To develop what, guys? Microservice architecture project. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on, everyone. Got the clarity or not, my dear? Come on. Pujari madam, every day you will try to share something. What you want to share? You want to take today's class? Future scope of Spring Boot. Array, Spring Boot only is future, no other thing. Mark my word, another 10-15 years Spring Boot will be there. If not 15, at least 10 years will be there, right? Okay. But actually, we want to use H2DB now. We have to use SQL. Array, for development, we use in-memory database. For development, we use what? Embedded servers. In production, we use real databases. Are you getting my point there or not there? Can we learn DSA with this course? Akif, do you have any common sense? Do you have any common sense, Ra? Akif, are you student or roadside chichorana? How does DSA is related to this course, Ra? Do you know what is the full form of DSA, first of all? Do you know what is the full form of DSA? Data structures and algorithm. Nothing but collections creations, right? Okay. Right. Spring AI module is part of our course learning. Don't worry. Spring AI integration has come. Gen AI integration has come. Okay. Akif is nowhere related to this course, is nowhere related to data structures algorithm. Data structure algorithm is nothing but what? Creating your own collections. your own stack, your own queue, your own linked list. Come on. And using memory effectively, using designing algorithm to use CPU time effectively, that one, right? And it's a separate course, my dear. It's a separate course to join. So very module we have to attach separate DB. How they are going to communicate? It's not module, right? It's every project. Every project. Okay. So they may use same database, but they use different logical DBs, guys. And how they communicate? They communicate by using design patterns and third-party tools, now, boss. Why databases should talk, ora? Applications will talk, projects will talk. Why database should talk? There's no need of databases talking, my dear. Applications will talk, microservices will talk, right? Here MS means what? Microservice, na boss. Here MS is nothing but microservice. MS is nothing but microservice. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Got the clarity or not there? Super. Auto configuration feature of Spring Boot helps to get common operations automatically, like what? Establishing the connection with the database software and etc. Okay. Application, see, etc. In the projects or services of microservice architecture application. So Spring Boot is the best framework to develop what? Microservice architecture projects are not there. Everyone convinced or not, guys? Okay. I will write as a question and answer, guys. Okay, microservice architecture is extension of web service, guys. That's why first we are going to learn Spring Boot REST, where we learn web services. Then we will go for microservice architecture. Why the Spring Boot? Why the Spring Boot framework is best to develop microservice architecture projects? Microservice architecture projects. Answer. The MS architecture project contains multiple microservices. What, guys? Multiple microservices as the multiple projects that are interconnected. That are interconnected. That are interconnected with data. No. That are interconnected with each other. That are interconnected with each other. So, in every MS project, what, guys? My MS means microservice, guys. Okay. We need to perform the following common operations. What operations, guys? Following common operations. A. Okay. Now listen. Making classes as spring beans. Classes as spring bean. B. Injection among the spring beans, right? Injection among the spring beans. Next, C. Injection among the spring beans. Tell me, guys. Okay, guys. A connection with database software. What there? Connection with database software. Next, connection with database software. Okay. Yeah. Next one, embedded databases, right? Embedded DB softwares, embedded servers, embedded servers, right, guys? Okay. Jar, relevant and additional jars, relevant and dependent jar files, and etc. Right? Yeah. The auto configuration feature of Springboard can perform all these operations in every MS project dynamically or not. That reduces burden on the programmer or not. Okay, that makes Spring Boot as the most suitable framework to develop a microservice architecture projects or not. Super, guys. The auto configuration feature. What is there? The auto configuration feature of MS Spring Boot can perform all these operations in every MS project dynamically, dynamically based on the starters that are added. Based on the starters that are added. Are you getting my point there, guys? Based on the starters that are added. Convinced with me, my dear, or not? In every MS project dynamically based on the starters that are added. Okay. That's good. Fantastic, guys. Tell me next one. Okay. This helps to reduce burden on the programmers in the development of what is there? Multiple microservices. In the development of multiple microservices. Fine, guys. I hope you are understanding my statement here, guys. Making class as Spring Bean, injection among the Spring Bean, connection with the database software, embedded database software. Like this, we have multiple options here or not there. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Xavier Babu, you know my style of teaching, right? And when today only just started and you are asking when first project, but this time not multiple days, guys. Maybe tomorrow onwards coding related basics will start, guys, because we are already having a lot of knowledge of Spring, right? And only auto configuration is extra, guys. Remaining all are normal or not there. Okay. Yeah. How come the embedded, what guys? Embedded database software, embedded servers are useful in Spring Boot project. What project, guys? How come embedded database software and embedded servers are useful in what project, guys? Spring Boot project. Convinced with me, my dear. Come on, everyone. What is their answer, guys? What is the answer? Embedded database software and embedded servers are useful in what? Spring Boot project. Are you getting my point? Yeah. Let's see what we can do over there. Answer is Generally, in production environment, we work with what? Real database software. That means physical database software and physical servers only. But at the time of development, okay, instead of installing separate database software, separate server, we can manage with what? Embedded database server that are coming along with the Spring Boot project development, Spring Boot project execution are not there. That are coming along with what? Spring Boot project execution are not there. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Super. Okay. What do you mean by embedded? It is not separately installed server or database software. It comes automatically with uh, application execution. It comes automatically with what? Application execution. Embedded database software means it is the database software that comes along with Spring Boot application execution. That means, okay, that means this database software, okay, is part of applications execution. Okay, same with, come on, same with embedded server. Same is applicable with embedded servers or not? Same story is applicable with embedded servers or not there? Okay, guys. Same is applicable with embedded servers. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on. Okay, that's good. Great. Every project, when project itself separate, what is the problem to have separate IOC container? Okay. Ravi Kumar, Mr. Constant. Oh, we have become Mr. Constant online. Huh? Okay. Mr. Ravi, you can develop with the Spring also, but you have to take much burden. You have to take much burden because no auto configuration. Na? Boring work you have to do in multiple projects. You may not like that much. We may not like that much. It's not, I'm not saying it's not possible, it's possible. That's the best advantage that what Spring Boot is offering, boss. Right. Execution, embedded servers. Okay. See, guys, in the development and testing of the project, development and testing of the project, in the development and testing of the project, we can use embedded database softwares and servers without installing them separate. Without installing them separate. Are you getting my point there or not? Without installing separately. So, but in the production environment, in the production of the project, yeah, this is nothing but after releasing the project or not. After releasing the project, come on. After releasing the project, I want reply, boss. Okay. After releasing project, we generally prefer working with external servers. What, guys? Servers and database softwares. Nothing but, okay, the explicitly installed, okay, servers and database. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay, that's good, great. Examples of embedded database softwares. H2DB, what is there? HSQL, DB, and etc. That's the example, guys. Tell me examples of embedded servers. Okay, guys, embedded servers. Tell me. We have Tomcat, Web, Undertow, Jetty. These are what? Embedded. Okay, embedded. Examples of external database software. What is there? External. Array, there are some banking projects, guys, for security issues. They don't allow to install software in your system, but they ask to develop the code. Without testing the code, without running the code in server, without connecting to database, how can we commit the code? How can we submit the code, right? In that situation, these embedded database softwares and embedded servers are very useful or not they? Come on, guys. It's something like this. You are going to hotel for stay purpose. Generally, we don't carry anything when you are going. So if hotel people provides basic things like toothbrush, soap, towel, blanket, so the burden of carrying them from home in every tour is going to be avoided or not? Same thing. Suppose if they are not providing, what we have to do? We have to carry them. It's a big luggage to carry or not? It's a big headache or not there? So we go to tours for relaxation. They're also again carrying his entire grocery store along with us. It's really meaningless or not? If hotel people itself supplies it, it would be nice. Okay. Examples of what? External database of. What is their external database software? Tell me, guys, what are the examples of external? Oracle. It's not Oracle. It's Oracle. MySQL. Don't say SQL. 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 PostgreSQL. No, English is a dirty language. Don't worry. Examples of external servers. Yeah, same thing as external servers and embedded server. Okay, that means we don't install them. We run application, server will come. We run application, software. Interesting or not there? Tomcat, WebLogic, here more options. Wildfly, Jetty, Glassfish. Many are there or not there? I think you got the advantage of embedded servers or not. Or if simple, you have IDE, enough. You can develop Spring Boot project or not. Not only you can develop, you can test also. But the embedded database servers are not for production, guys. Only for testing and development. That's good. That is enough, na? Okay, why I will tell. Why it is picking up, I will tell. Array, this nowadays no one is keeping infrastructure in your laptop, boss. Everyone is connecting to cloud. They are using cloud-based infrastructure. And these cloud people, they say few things free and everything they charge. Yes or no? Na? Array, small project, startup, they're experimenting whether it will work or not, they don't know. That to their own product, later money will come. So cost cutting is required everywhere or not there. Java free, AWS people also cannot charge for it. But if they say you are using our Tomcat, our WebLogic, for that one memory is required, you have to pay this much amount. That's very bad or not there. So in that situation, though we are using cloud, but if I use embedded Tomcat, embedded WebLogic, embedded what? Database software, can they charge money for us? Okay, before releasing in the production, we go for real database. That time we put that entire money on the client fellow. We put entire money on the client fellow, but while tailor development and testing, we don't want to bear money for that. So it's better to use what? Embedded database software are not there. It's better to use what? Embedded database and software are not there. Your laptop memory is saved, and cloud also you are not going to get charges for that. And your development and testing is done. In the production, anyhow, we don't bear the money. In production, everything will be paid by whom, guys? Company, right? Client organization who receives our project. Anyhow, he will be taking care of that part. Like that, cost effective development we can achieve or not there. Affordable development we can go for it or not there. At least you understood the importance of embedded database softwares, guys. Don't miss tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we are going to understand, okay? Starters. What is there? Not the chicken 65. Not the chicken 65. Uh, what is that? Paneer 65. Baby corn masala. No, 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 no. In Springboard, special jars are there. They are called starters. What's the advantage of starter? By seeing these starters only, Spring Boot auto configuration works. They are advanced jar file. When you add them to the project through Maven or Gradle build tool, you will get main jars, dependent jars, relevant jars. Relevant jar is extra, boss. Earlier we got main and dependent only, but this time what? Relevant. Relevant means what? Not classes are not used to those jar classes, boss. But there is an assumption these jars also may be required. I am coming. They are called what? Relevant jars. Okay, I will tell. I will tell. You ordered item. They have given item. It's a bakery item. They have given sauce. They have given green sauce. They have given yellow sauce. Main and dependent came. But they will give, listen, wait. They also give 2, 3 tissue papers. It's a relevant item or a dependent item. Because without that also you can eat the food, right? You can lick the finger to clean purpose. Or you can go to hand wash for cleaning the things, right? Or you can use your hanky for cleaning purpose. But they may guess after eating, it may be required for this fellow. They will give what? Tissue paper. Now, tissue paper is a dependent item or relevant item? Are you understanding my statement here? Dependent means compulsory required. Relevant means may not be required, but there is a chance of using it. So when you add starters to the Spring Boot project, it will give main, dependent, relevant. Sir, already Maven is giving main dependent. Now, what's the newness? The newness is what? Relevant. For example, I added Spring Data JPA starter. It will give Spring Data JPA related jar files. Internally, it uses Hibernate jars as dependent jars. But you don't believe it will give few jars related to connection pooling, saying that this fellow may use connection pooling for establishing connection. Like Ikari CP, Apache DBCP, those jars also will come. They are not directly, indirectly used by whom? Our project. There is a chance of using connection pooling in establishing connection, guys. That's why they give relevant jar file. Relevant means may be used, may not be used. On benefit of doubt, it will give those jars also. Though the class of those jars are not used by any other jars directly or indirectly. Such jars are called as what? Relevant jars. What jars, guys? I hope you are understanding my statement. May be used, may not be used. But on benefit of doubt, they will give them. Okay. So I'm going to talk about those starters. Those starters in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow entire agenda is what? Learning about starters and getting idea about some advanced annotations. Plus, plus basic idea about Spring Boot first application development. I know it's a Saturday, but you have to attend it. I know it's a Saturday, but you have to attend it. Because Saturday one special person will come and what, share their success journey or not. Motivated entire week or in the middle only dropped? Middle only dropped? Okay, then manufacturing defect, which we have share with client. Sir, please provide notes in PDF format. Shivani madam, you convert. There are online tools to convert paint into what? PDF. No, how does it matter paint or PDF? Anyhow, you have to read it. Yes or no? Na? Please don't start. Don't waste time in what? Drafting things related. Connection pooling we will discuss in a coming classes. She want to print it. Don't waste time on printing, reading. You read once and spend more time on practicals. I know I will lay on the bed, I will read the notes. Are you are not reading novel ra babu. You are not reading any arts subject. It's a computer science. Just a notes is reference purpose. More time you have to spend on what? Practicals. Okay. In big application, can we use embedded DB? In development, you can use. In production, you should not use. Which file have to be shared with the client? Jar or where only will share with the client. Jars and class only will share with this one. Application, can we use AI? No. Spring Boot AI is one module is there. Using that, some generative AI applications we can develop. Okay, guys. In Amirpet shops, easily available. That's a very old notes. Nowadays, I am not giving any printed notes. Okay. Start DevSecApps tools. 28th July. Yes, Monday onwards. They say 5 p.m., but I'll start the session by 5:15. So in 5:15 p.m. slot, DevSecApps tools batch is there. Okay. So those who have not completed, please come. Can we join? If it is there in your package, you are supposed to join. That's the smallest course, guys. Okay, 50 sessions are enough. 45 to 50 sessions are enough. Before this course only, that course will be completed. Don't worry. That's a very small course. 7 a.m. Today class is what? Just all about knowing about Spring Boot, na? What's the main terminology in today's class? Auto configuration. Don't forget this wording. Based on the jars that you have added, it will come to opinionated default. Many defaults will be added automatically. Right click, tell me. Spring Boot core. Create. Spring Boot core. File upload. Spring guys. Where is this? 718. Spring Boot core. First session one. Right. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow.